Go ahead. So, this topic on today's podcast is raising your child non-binary. What are your thoughts, Tim?
Bad.
I think it's the worst thing you can do with a child.
Honestly.
It's levels of child abuse. It's up there.
Yeah, I think it's like right below sending your kid to Africa.
What the?
I feel like it's like not letting your kid be a kid.
Yeah.
You should let them be a little boy.
I need you to explain what you just said right there.
It's right below.
Sending your kid to Africa.
Yeah.
What is that?
What does that mean?
What is? Please go into that.
Sending your kid to a third world country?
As a person who has
Africa.
Asian parents, the worst threat that you could, I guess, be called upon is we're going to send you to Haiti.
Okay, I'm sorry for telling you
That is a threat worse than death, going back to a country that you've never been to.
It's like, but you're leaving them into this such a big gap in their knowledge in this. Like they don't know what to pretend to even accomplish at this point. It's like if you're a boy, you know what boy stuff. If you're like you play what you want to play with, it's like okay, but like they take what they see.
I really like how you segued that into it. It took me a minute to focus on what you were talking about.
You're crazy.
Anyway, what I mean is it's like
you're setting them up for failure, right?
That level of freedom so early doesn't make sense. Like there's no parameters that he or she can build off of. It's just like
I feel like it's making them into an adult, sexualizing them at the same time. You know, they're not like either sex. It's still like adultifying them in a way.
Yeah, I feel like it's obviously setting them up for failure. So when they get out in the real world, with the application, they're gonna have to check off prefer not to stay. And then when they get called
Well, it's like the truth is you can't be anything you want to be.
when did they sneak that in though?
But prefer not to stay.
Prefer not to say. They snuck that in.
Yeah, they kind of just sneak it in, but
It's there. Like I realized it was like. First of all,
It's very prevalent.
back to the whole sexuality thing. Like, why is it such a big deal? It's like, first of all, not choosing one is just very selfish.
Yes.
You are making it difficult for everyone else around you not to know how to interact with you. I don't know what you want to be called.
Today, just call me Zim.
But sometimes they tell, sometimes people will tell you, oh, they'll say, I want to call this.
yeah, but that's different with binary.
So don't they want to be called they? If they're non-binary? I think that's what it is.
They is multiple people.
Yeah, there's multiple people. I feel like that also might be at the same time.
Literally, that's what they want to be called sometimes.
That's
a
a
term
lot.
that some people identify
It's
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many
The
terms you
rules.
can identify as.
this is what I'm talking
I'm
about. Bringing
saying
it back.
It's
The rules
legitimately
were
there
so
are
simple.
numbers of people that
We
go by
slowly
they.
but surely
There's like
we're
a
taught
lot
certain
of people
things.
that go by they.
It's just like, okay, man,
Identifying
woman,
term.
boom. Gay, lesbian, boom. Bisexual, boom. This new class, the new
You
class
can
is
literally
like,
identify.
you are not giving us enough parameters to work with at this point. It's more of a guessing game to how we need to interact with you at
And
this
it's
point.
also like taking away kind of like gender roles, which we kind of need in society because they kind of like hold together the glue of society in a way. And when you take away gender roles, then people really don't know how to act in a lot of ways.
That was very well put.
The gender roles. I don't understand. As a father of a child, you don't give it
As a father
a
of
role.
child, your role is to provide.
No, but you don't give it. You don't categorize it as a role. Like there's certain things that a guy teaches his son and a guy teaches his daughter, or vice versa. I mean, mom and kids teach each other.
A lot of things
So it's just like there's yeah, but I feel like it's taught a different way when it's taught by a specific parent. So that's why I'm saying, like,
that's kind of off
but it's all right together. But it's like if you're not, it's too open. It's too open as it's like
chaos.
Because if you're just saying this, they're not a boy or girl. Like, hey, then
what are
you are half elephant. Then why can't we just say that then? People are marrying trees. They're all fucked up. But I'm just like, like I said, there's too much.
There's almost like a sense where you have to walk on eggshells. It's like why?
And then at some point, you just like, I just don't want to care anymore. Like I try to be an ally. You keep changing the stuff up. I can't keep up with the changes. People literally started not really giving a fuck if someone was gay just recently. They're still mad at gays, but this like it's not that much. Like, I don't know what you guys want. What is the end goal here? I thought the end goal was to be normalized gays.
I think it's just at the end of the day, people just have way too much free will. So I mean,
they want to be accepted but different.
Yeah, everyone wants to be different.
But the funny thing is, the only people who's actually doing these things to their children is people who have a boatload of money. It's like you can do these things because not picking one of these things doesn't affect your child because they can spend as much money as they want to get the outcome they want in life.
That's very true.
Are they like living through their child though? In a way.
Vicariously, non-binary to their child.
They're like they didn't get to express themselves, so now they're gonna express themselves through their child.
This is my little art project. His name's Art Project.
Doesn't he look like a crescendo?
Why would you do this?
People are sick.
That's like naming your child like Coca-Cola or Pepsi.
Hitler? No, you can't. But the government stops you from naming your kid something ridiculous. Yeah. Like they step in and was like, no.
Who was the flyest ever that ever done it?
Oh,
His name was that?
Yeah. That was his real name. His name is like the flyest.
Like some like neo-Nazi tried to name their son Hitler, and the government was like, "Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not putting out any documents. No legal documents will have Hitler as a U.S.-born citizen. We're sorry."
So like, we're gonna fix the name for you. And that's exactly what they said. They said it. But
I feel like his name is the coldest to ever do it, Crawford. Look how they spelled his name. Right here.
The coldest.
Oh shit. The parents is like, fuck you, this is your name.
I mean, I feel like it's just like that, where it's like how if you can't name your kid Hitler, I feel like the government should really step in and be like, no, this is really not the best decision.
Maybe you shouldn't have a kid at all.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, you can't really say you can't really have a kid, because if you do have a kid, that you just have a kid, and then that also jumps into to this situation with, I think it's like Alabama, pretty much like down south states that are all fucked up, saying, "Oh, you're not allowed to get an abortion,
even if you get raped."
you know." So it's definitely in that territory. But at the end of the day, man, government should really step in and be like, "Nah, man, you guys stupid as fuck. This is not what you should be
You
doing."
are not going to name your child crack pipe. Like, get
Exactly.
out of here. Since we started talking about abortions and and how they're trying to ban it, making women, not be able to get abortions. It also goes to like the fact that they let some.
It only affects the poor. You know that, right?
I know, but there's also the people who like.
You can just leave the state.
Oh. Well, what if they ban it throughout the whole country, though?
Leave the country.
They can't do it because then women will probably start going to like real sketchy places to get coat hanger abortions.
They're still banning it at locations.
Again,
Because those are some sick old white people.
So it's just so
There's a lot of guys who are against them. I'm like, what's happening here?
What happens when they die and then they unban?
But then you also got to think of it, it's catch-22. It's like this: the woman get to choose if they want to keep it, but I shouldn't have to take care of it if I don't want it. Catch-22. Look at this. It's a very thin line. Like, you're choosing to keep this.
And you really have to educate people about how not to get pregnant with protection and stuff.
I mean, that's not gonna run in this situation.
Or hand out free vasectomies.
No.
No, I ain't gonna help you.
Yeah.
I think
Free vasectomy.
and like
you will not be able to
condoms.
produce a child with a vasectomy.
That's so extreme though, but like just
It's
educating.
reversible. And it's like you can do that in like a day, and you'd be good.
I feel like it's so extreme.
Okay, when I say you'll be good, you probably won't be able. You probably wouldn't want to be around people at that time.
But there's some sort of punch cards, like after you go once, you can't get it, reversed again. Because people might abuse that.
No get a vasectomy.
Listen back. What are people who just continue to have kids?
There are some people
and then
like that.
Octomom.
Like this.
That she only got pregnant once though.
They did the fetal thing multiple times there. She didn't need to do it that many times. They usually do it like 1 to 2 times. So the most you would have is twins.
Oh, weird. I didn't even know they go to the button. That's like, I'm a twin.
No, when they
I want
to. So they went on a tirade.
They went a little overboard.
She did porn. It was just so. It was like just so sad. So sad. I'm like, there's like 8 kids that you know you can't take care of.
Definitely should have did the porn before
All right, so there's this mom in Uganda who has 38 children. And she started having kids at 12. So she had twins at 12.
Yeah.
In Africa.
How old is she now?
I'm gonna
and then 5
whole part. I don't want to talk about that.
She said 3 years ago, however, the 39-year-old Ugandan was abandoned by her husband, leaving her to support their 38 children alone.
Straight up. That's exactly what happened.
How old was her husband?
I think what happened is,
Doesn't say how old it was.
I think what happened is he fell in there too many times. The last time he was like, yeah, I can't get out. Can't find myself out.
I think he found his way out.
She gave so.
And she's 39.
39. That's like a baby a year. Literally.
Since she was 1.
Baby.
Oh my God. She had a lot of twins.
How do you not want to kill yourself after having children?
How does your body even be able to keep up with that? I mean, because at the end of the day, there's like people who
when
die.
You're pregnant, aren't you sick and shit? Like,
Yeah,
everything hurts.
Exactly.
You like dog senses and shit. Like, you can smell and see everything.
Yeah. If you have 38 kids,
Maybe it gets easier every kid.
I don't think so.
Let's not even put that out in the world. Like she's literally killing herself by having these children. They're like shaving years of her life.
She should have adopted.
All right, so it said she gave birth to twins the year after she was married at 12, and then 5 more sets of twins followed, along with 4 sets of triplets and 5 sets of quadruplets.
Man,
So she was giving birth to a lot of kids at once, a lot of times.
You're gonna get that many kids in one go, in one pump.
I'm sorry to think she doesn't have a vagina. Just like a baby maker.
Yeah.
Like a baby.
3D printer.
Yeah.
See a picture of
I mean, like pretty much it's 18 and alcohol.
This is her and Summer. Wait, which one's the mom? They all ugly as fuck.
Wait, where's the dad? I don't know. Who said he was gonna go get milk?
I am very confused. That tall guy in the red, I thought was the dad. But then that guy on the far right holding the little kid, I thought that was the dad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for all I know, like, that kid could be actually like 12 years old.
Yo, but that box bounced back mad quick, though. It's like, oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you
Who is this woman with the high top at the end?
That's probably her kid, too, man.
Remember, she had kids at 12.
Yeah.
So she'll probably look like almost close to age, too.
I don't know.
Her kids are also ready to have kids now.
Next topic. Find something else. I can't even talk about this. This is just disgusting.
She always wanted a big family.
Yeah, she made a big ass family tree in like one sitting. You know? Well, in like 3 generations, they'll have enough for an army.
Yeah, right? That's probably what they're building for, actually.
What are you saying? You're gonna interbreed? Like, what are you talking about right now? Oh, no. I'm gonna throw up in your
Next topic: black holes. And where the Bible and on eBay.
Black hole. How do you buy a black hole?
Yo, you can buy anything if you got the money.
Black hole. Maybe that shipping dollars is how you buy a black hole.
What? Buy a black hole? You can't buy nothing you can't protect. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Somebody else will steal it.
It's like saying you own the moon, like, but you ain't never gonna go there. So it's like,
China owns the moon. You didn't know? They're trying to build a little base on that. They don't own it, but they're about to own everything. Just like China. America.
I don't know why Russia ain't doing shit in space right now.
They're probably left to stop the moon.
Yeah. It's leaving that people in space to like years and like battle real good.
Sergey, just a few more years,
Yeah.
Sergey.
Of course, you got this.
Yeah.
Shit.
I am Yo, you put that up? What are you? Yo,
Yeah.
you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yo, let people know that was money.
Yo, bad money. Let's talk about college now. Most of them was a waste of money.
No, he's talking about his tech. Stuff like the
Yo.
Yo, but they're talking about how they want to like pay off student debt though.
Yo, that's not gonna happen in our lifetime.
I just want them to forgive my student loans.
Yo, do they even know you? Like, are you getting letters in the mail?
Yo, first of all,
They don't know where you live anymore. You moved at least 3 times since then.
I defer paying them.
You're gonna get rid too. I'm paying my shits.
I'm just gonna sell my things to some Mexican and then snitch on us after. Like I said, I don't know how my credit got so fucking good, but so let's go like that.
Oh shit.
This one is a Mexican man. Mexicans steal everything, don't they?
our jobs are.
Yo, I'm just saying, this definitely job Americans don't want to do. Like,
Just that
we can't
Americans.
sit here and be like, we want to send the Mexicans back because nobody wants to do those cheap jobs.
Right. It's funny because they tried that shit in Florida and they stopped. California, right? Florida, California, not California. Florida. They stopped that shit and they left the fields and shit, just letting everything, all the food, all the places food went bad and shit. They were like, oh, come back. Like, yo, they were showing like the white people working. They would just pass it out, then they eat, pass it out. I was just like, what did you expect? Like, you guys ain't built for this. Like, this is literally, they will not eat if they don't make some money. You guys, you believe there's something better. That hope that something better comes your way. Oh man, that's just crazy.
I'm digging up this goddamn grass.
Should have seen it. I know it's fucked up, but you seen the poor whites in South Africa? You seen that video?
Poor whites.
I see how they're trying to do that, like reverse apartheid.
It is so. I know it's fucked up for me to say, but I watch this video sometimes when I'm just down. I need to know, like, you know what? After you see like some real harsh shit, like saw another black person getting shot for doing basically nothing. I watched this video. It's real fucked up. I'm gonna let you know about this immediately. It's a video that's like it's like a 10 to 15 minute video of white people in South Africa just complaining about how they're not treated right. I'm just like, what? Wow. They're like, we don't get treated as best as most people. I'm just like, no. I have to rephrase it. So South Africa is very poor, like very shit. That's the ghetto and everything, and only white people live there. So they're showing how they show Africa like, oh, 10 cents a day to like to feed the kids. The white people in South Africa have it worse. It's bad. So they're showing videos of like all of these like highbrow like black people walking around, just like shooing these white people. So at first I'm like, I don't believe it real, but it keeps going. I'm just like, and they're showing these white people, and I was like, they just need to get a job. Like everybody can there's work to be done. Like they just need to get a job. They're talking like this. I'm just like, I just watch it sometimes. It's like, this is so fucked up, but I'm just like, I'm looking at him like this is how like rich white people must feel when they see all these poor people talking about like there's not enough opportunity. It's like there's opportunity. It was just I had like 4 jobs. I'm just like he's in his nice suit. First of all, the suits. There's some of their suits are just the color is just completely wrong for their skin tone. Like they're like super dark and like super light colored suit. I'm just like, yo, you are blinding me, sir. Like a high yellow suit. I'm just like that's just crazy.
So there was a governmental proposal in South Africa where
They were talking about taking the land back?
Expropriation without compensation. So they're taking the land back from the white people and not paying them.
Yeah.
So that's why there's like a lot of poor white people.
Oh no, they're gonna get them off Africa altogether. But it's a catch-22 to this because Syria's their own. She's South African, and I like her. So I don't know any other white South African that's doing something, but
so whites in South Africa own over 70% of farmland and agricultural holdings in the country, despite people of color making up 90% of the population.
It's probably like a small percentage that
yeah, 10% on 70% of the land.
you're talking about we're gonna protect our land. Like you guys have nothing to fight with. Like you own a lot, but there's not a lot of you. See how the problem is? You can. That's another problem. Like you can't defend it. You don't really own it. These are the rules.
America.
Hey.
How do we feel about
China?
I was gonna say Syria. America withdrawing the troops to let the Turkish in to kill the people that we were helping defend the country.
How do I feel about that?
So like maybe like a week ago, Trump's like we're withdrawing our troops from Syria, so Turkey could go in and do their thing. Do the wait for us? No, they're actually killing our allies that we had in Syria with the Russians. So it's like the Turkish and the Russians are working together. So it's like Trump
against us?
No, it's not against us. We're not there anymore.
Yeah, so it's not a problem.
So there's an overall scheme to this that I'm not going to go into. I'll let you guys answer first before I go in. Go ahead. Lizzie? Okay. Benji?
I don't have anything to say because I'm not knowledgeable about this topic.
Are you done?
We should just go with you.
Okay, perfect. So here's the thing. We have a lot of allies. People can't see me. I'm doing quotes, but we paid these people to be our allies. They're not like UK. Like whatever war the UK is in, the US was in automatically. Vice versa. We're in here for the long haul. UK, US, whatever war, like they signed papers. Whatever war they are in, we are in that war with them. So these other countries, we're buying their loyalty. So like we're paying them, and some of them we're not even getting enough out of it to even be there. Like we have like some army bases there, but I'm just like the amount of money we're giving them. It's like, what is the point? Yeah, just so like we have them to like the strategic spots, but I'm like the amount of money we're spending. First of all, we're spending a shitload of money on our army anyway, and when we're done with the area, we just leave our shit there. It's like we don't bring those stuff back. Like if it's costing us to bring back, we just leave it there.
That's what we did in Syria, and then the Russians went there and they were taking pictures of themselves and like these abandoned U.S. army bases.
So we're leaving the campsite where it's the power project?
No, we're leaving all these weapons there. Guns, tanks. Like we're leaving all this shit there. Like at least have the audacity just to blow it up. Like just blow it up. But so Syria thing, I feel like any smaller country getting to the bed of the U.S. should understand that you have to know that there's a time limit on our friendship. Because if we're not making something off of you, we don't really need you as America sees it. Now, that might be harsh to see it that way. Can you charge your phone? It might be hard to see it that way, but it's just like, that's just how we've been doing. Like, all these countries that are in the UN and everything, we're paying, like, first of all, from my recollection, I think we're paying for the UN armies. But we're not paying all of it. We're paying the most for all these little things that are happening. Like, but shouldn't these other countries put in for these things? If it's not benefiting us all the time, shouldn't these other countries put in? But then you bring up the point, like, their money's not up to our standards, and some of these countries are poor. That is true. But the other countries that are in the UN, they need to be. It shouldn't be a money thing. It should be a percentage thing. Is it right? But if you say it's a percentage thing, let me think back on it. If you think it's a percentage thing, it's like the peso to a dollar is like, if I have $500 in Mexico and shit, I can live like a king for a bit. So I don't know, man. They just gotta find some, but they gotta figure out. They gotta figure out something, the conversion rate on this, because it's like America's not getting enough out of what we're putting in. And it sounds harsh, but realistically, it's like, yo, we're in debt to all these other countries. What America's living in is just this belief that we're the best. Once that bubble pops, then when shit's starting to get real. When we believe that God sent the colonists to take over the U.S., that belief killed many Native Americans. When we no longer believe that America's number one, that's when shit's gonna get real.
I think that's why it's hard to impeach Trump right now.
It's hard to, I shouldn't say, it's hard. There's multiple reasons why it's hard to impeach Trump. People want to get him, people just want to get any news about him doing anything. He could probably be setting himself up and be like, yo, leak this story. Just make shit up. And most of the news will just run with it, not fact check it, just to get the clicks. And they've been doing it enough to be like, now people don't really believe him. His the people who voted him in, stuff like that, he talked to their base, like the coal company. I'm like, no one's using coal. So people talk about coal jobs coming back. That don't make no sense. No one's using coal for anything. America needs to be able to continue to manufacture something that the rest of the world needs. Our cars are no longer built here. Our phones are not built here. Like, what are we producing that the rest of the world needs or requires?
I mean, we're trying to do the whole oil thing, you know? Alaska and like the middle of the country.
Alaska's falling apart. The glaciers are literally falling apart. So we can only do that for so long.
Yo, you watch Waterworld.
I am just waiting for that one frozen bacteria that was frozen during the Ice Age to unfreeze, start fucking shit up for real, and just spreading that good.
Kill us all.
I would like a zombie apocalypse. I think that'd be pretty fun to live through.
Oh, you think you're gonna live through it?
Yeah.
No, just for like a little while. I just want to kill a couple zombies.
I mean, but you're thinking that's the thing.
The problem is like homeless people automatically become zombies. Children automatically become zombies because they're always getting sick.
Yeah.
Old people, here's the thing. There's a level of trust there's a level of respect and trust that majority of Americans have for old people. They're sick and stuff like that, giving up your seat, stuff like that. These things, I said giving up your seat. The coughing season, like they don't really there's a certain level of people cleanliness that most old people don't have. Like they'll sneeze in their hand, loogie and shit. All the public transportation will be the first infection zone. That's gonna spread. Get like one major airport and it's a wrap. LAX. LAX is a big one.
Oh yeah, that's over.
And you right there.
Yeah.
But back to the whole U.S. thing and us moving our troops. I don't know, man. I'm not hearing a lot of reasons why we shouldn't have done it. It's that they were our allies. They were our allies. That does make sense. But we've been just shitting on people for years now. We've made more enemies than friends. And all the friends that we have are bot friends. So this is on par with the course. Like nobody's really messing with us.
I think we forced Japan to be our friends after we nuked them.
Yeah. After we pretty much put them in a headlock. It was like,
Well, Japan is the same way with the UK. We focused on the Beatles. Everything that's coming out of the UK, America wanted to copy. So now the UK was a big thing. Japan's right now is hot. We're gonna pick some other country. As long as America status is full, we're gonna pick some other country and be like, okay, you're the it country now, and they're gonna rise up. That's all. Like technically we're kingmakers, and I don't know why the rest of the world. We're the youngest country.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world allows us to do these things.
It's like we're the spoiled brat.
We make it, but
We're the bully.
technically, the only thing we do make that no other country can make is our entertainment.
Yeah.
No one's messing with us on an entertainment level. China's bootlegging on it. The thing is, China don't put enough respect on their craft.
Actually, no, you know what? It's Hong Kong. It's Hong Kong. Hong Kong makes great movies. The mainland China, not really.
Said what were we saying?
I was talking about K-pop because they're so serious for those like artists. They really, really work them to the bone.
K-pop.
Yeah, they're like slave contracts.
K-pop.
It's true.
Though, but like I said, kingmakers, we made that hot. Like they're the only country that still has boy bands. Them in Korea, they still have boy bands. It's flourishing.
Yeah, and sometimes K-pop they will be like they'll have like a verse in English too. So it's not really like English artists have to do that.
You know, they'll put that one English thing in. Oh, that's my time to sing. Because none of these other people, no Americans really singing to these K-pop songs. I shouldn't say that. They're not doing it as well as they're doing it to us. Like the other countries are actually learning the language to sing the songs. America's lazy. Nope. You give us that one American line, that's our line, that's our time. You put the mic into the crowd, and we say our American line. Got us.
Gangnam Style.
That's what we need. That one word.
Yeah.
You know I gotta fuck it up.
That's about it, man. I don't know what else we can talk about. We just go random every time. We try to have a structure every time. And it's like, I thought we had enough. But it wasn't enough, dog. Damn.